Imagine me standing outside with the boombox over my head in the rain, saying I'm sorry for that screw up earlier. But let's get some fire right here. And John, if you want to go get those teams loaded while I rock and roll, we have T-Man with the AFC East, Haley with the AFC North, Mr. CEO with the AFC South, Zach with the NFC East, Steven with the NFC North, Haley with the NFC South, and Harry with the NFC West. And here's the link to verify from the earlier one, which was the prior screw up, just so you guys can see that we have those correct. Right off the gate, we're going to have a pretty thick card in here. Not that one. And here we go, rocking and a rolling. Marquez Valdez Scantling, a Keelan Cole right there. And then a Kwity Paye rated rookie of the Indianapolis Colts headed to Mr. CEO. Followed by Demetric Felton portraits of the Cleveland Browns going to Haley. And then we're going to have the Legend Series, Emmitt Smith of the Dallas Cowboys, followed by the champ is here, Christian Wirfs of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then our memorabilia is going to be a studio series, and that is Chris Cooley of the Washington Football Team headed to Zach. Good night, Curtis. DK Metcalf to get started right there. A little Patrick Mahomes variation of the Kansas City Chiefs. Then we have a Michael Gallup, followed up by Larry Roundtree, our rated rookie of the Los Angeles Chargers. And that is going to Cynthia, followed by Robbie Anderson with that red press proof of the Carolina Panthers. And then we have the Dominators, Aaron Donald of the Los Angeles Rams going to Harry, and a 2001 throwback of Drew Brees right there. Jalen Arreger, Roquan Smith of the Bears. Then we have Will Fuller, followed by Joe Mixon, L'Jarius Sneed, and an Aaron Donald of the Rams right there. Following up with a Trey Lance rated rookie headed right to Harry Hood with that Trey Lance base. And then we have Dez Fitzpatrick out of 100 of the Tennessee Titans headed to Mr. CEO. And then we're going to have a Christian McCaffrey Elite Series of the Carolina Panthers going to Haley, and a highlights Josh Allen of the Buffalo Bills going to T-Man. No problem, folks. It was our mistake, so we're going to do whatever we can to make it right. And here we go. This is going to be an Elijah Mitchell of the San Francisco 49ers going to Harry, followed up by a out of 500 Derek Carr of the Raiders. Then we're going to have an Action All-Pros Patty Mahomes of the Kansas City Chiefs right there, followed up by a 2001 throwback Phillip Rivers of the Chargers. Oh, these weren't. And then we have the Kyler Murray photo variation and Travis Kelce of the Chiefs. For some reason, I thought that was going to be an auto. It's late. Stephon Gilmore, Hollywood Brown. Then we have Mr. Cam Akers of the Rams, followed by the Chase Claypool. And then we're going to have the Khalil Mack photo variation. And then it's going to be a Rondale Moore. Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals. Right there, headed to Harry. And then we're going to have a rookie, the Gridiron Kings rookies, Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Haley, followed by a power formula, Christian McCaffrey of the Carolina Panthers to Haley as well. And a retro series, Michael Vick of the Atlanta Falcons going to Haley. And then the retro series out of 25, Troy Aikman of the Dallas Cowboys headed to Zach. Out of 25, retro series, Troy Aikman. But cool cards for sure. Always cool to see those legend autos. Just no idea how valuable they are off the top of my head. And we're going to have that Von Miller photo variation right there, followed by a little Joseph Osai of the Cincinnati Bengals. And then we're going to have a press-proof red Justin Jefferson of the Minnesota Vikings to Steven. Following that up with the rookies Jalen Darden of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to Haley, and a 2001 Steve Largent of the Seattle Seahawks. The Henry Ruggs of the Raiders right there, following up with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Then we have the Penei Sewell rated rookie of the Detroit Lions going to Steven, followed by an out of 500 Kadarius Toney of the New York Giants going to Zach. And then we have Delvin Cook power formulas, followed by a Terrell Davis retro series. Terrell Davis retro series of the Denver Broncos. Chris Carson of the Seahawks, Jerry Jeudy of the Broncos. Then we have Jonathan Taylor of the Colts, Ryan Kerrigan of the Washington Football Team, followed up by Travis Kelce of the Chiefs. And then Brett Favre of the Packers with that photo variation as well. And then we have a Kene Nwangu of the Minnesota Vikings going to Steven, followed by a Davis Mills portrait rated rookie of the Houston Texans going to Mr. CEO, followed by Dwame Brown of the Washington Football Team. That's the box. Dwame Brown, the rookies of the Washington Football Team right there. And then a 2001 throwback John Elway of the Broncos. Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys right there with that photo variation. And then we're going to have a Noah Gray of the Kansas City Chiefs. Noah Gray of the Kansas City Chiefs going to Cynthia. A no-namer for the Jets. That's going to be Marcus May. Then we have a Elite Series Vince Young of the Tennessee Titans. Elite Series Vince Young of the Tennessee Titans. Followed up by a inducted Alan Faneca of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tiki Barber of the Giants, followed by Tremaine Edmonds of the Bills. T. Higgins of the Bengals. Dan Marino of the Dolphins. We're going to have that DeAndre Swift photo variation of the Lions headed to Steven as well. Then we're going to have a Kenneth Gainwell of the Philadelphia Eagles RC, followed up by a press-proof Larry Fitzgerald of the Arizona Cardinals going to Harry. Then we have a Dominators Justin Herbert of the Chargers going to Cynthia, and a 2001 throwback Brett Favre of the Green Bay Packers. Nelson Aguilar of the Patriots, Patrick Queen of the Ravens right there. Well, Jalen Ramsey with the Los Angeles Rams going to Harry, followed up by Jamison Crowder of the Jets, Nick Bolton of the Kansas City Chiefs, and that's headed to Cynthia, followed by an all-time Joe Thomas of the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns right there. And then we have a Elite Series rookies, Rondale Moore. Elite Series rookies, Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals, followed by a Retro Series, Phillip Rivers of the Los Angeles Chargers headed to Cynthia. CJ Ham of the Vikings right there. The Emmitt Smith, and then the Denzel Mims, followed up by Pat Freiermuth of the Pittsburgh Steelers heading to Haley. And then we have a little Kyler Murray out of 100 press proof of the Arizona Cardinals to Harry, followed up by the rookies Davis Mills of the Houston Texans, and that's going to Mr. CEO. And then Mark Brunell of the Jacksonville Jaguars is going to be going to Mr. CEO as well with that 2001 throwback. Darren Waller, following that up with George Kittle of the 49ers, J.J. Watt of the Cardinals. Then we have Calvin Ridley of the Falcons, a little Joe Namath, and a Zeke Elliott photo variation of the Dallas Cowboys going to Zach. And then we're going to have a Trevon Moehrig of the Raiders. Trevon Moehrig of the Raiders right there. RC, followed up by a no-name Matt Stafford of the Los Angeles Rams, an Elite Series rookies Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens, and a Retro Series Marshall Faulk of the Rams. And we got 5 packs left in this break. Austin Eckler of the Chargers, Curtis Samuel of the Washington Football Team. We have the Rob Gronkowski photo variation of the Tampa Bay Bucks, followed by a Brevin Jordan of the Houston Texans, rated rookie right there, heading to Mr. CEO. And then we have that press proof Devontae Adams out of 50 of the Green Bay Packers. And then we have a Dominators Chase Young of the Washington Football Team right there, and a 2001 throwback Terry Bradshaw of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Keem Hicks of the Bears to get started right there. Julio Jones with that photo variation of the Atlanta Falcons to Haley. And then we're going to have a Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers, rated rookie, a Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins, headed to T-Man, followed by a Legends Series, Jerry Rice of the San Francisco 49ers, and then a Road to the Super Bowl, and that's going to be when the Bills beat the Ravens 17-3. That was a heck of a game. I got to experience that one in person. Jordan Poyer to get started right there. Shaquille Griffin. And then we're going to have a little Joey Burrow of the Cincinnati Bengals headed to Haley. Following that up with Azeez Olahari of the New York Giants going to Zach. A red press proof Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah rated rookie of the Browns going to Haley. And then Des Fitzpatrick of the Tennessee Titans, the rookies headed to Mr. CEO. And then we have the 2001 throwback Ray Lewis of the Ravens. Mike James Connor. Then we're going to have the Nico Collins right there, rated rookie right there. Followed by Tom Brady's 295th touchdown pass. Tom Brady's 295th touchdown pass. And then we're going to have a Gridiron Kings Nick Bosa of the San Francisco 49ers. And then an Elite Series Trey White of the Buffalo Bills. And then the champ is here in Ndamukong Suh of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Haley. And we're on to our last pack in this one. Baker Mayfield with that photo variation of the Browns going to Haley. Justin Herbert with another photo variation of the Chargers. And then we're going to have a Jamin Davis of the Washington football team going to Zach, followed by Quinnen Williams out of 75 of the Jets. And that is going to be headed to T-Man. Following that up, we have the Dominators DK Metcalf of the Seattle Seahawks headed to Harry. And a 2001 throwback Adrian Peterson of the Minnesota Vikings. Alrighty, let's run these rookies down. We have Jamin Davis of the Washington football team, Nico Collins of the Texans, the rookies Des Fitzpatrick of the Titans, the red pref proof Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah of the Browns, Azeez Olahari of the Giants, Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins, Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Panthers, Brevin Jordan of the Texans, Elite Series rookies Rashad Bateman of the Ravens, Trevon Moehrig of the Raiders, Davis Mills of the Texans, Pat Farmouth of the Steelers, Elite Series rookies Rondale Moore of the Cardinals, Nick Bolton of the Chiefs, Kenneth Gainwell of the Eagles, Noah Gray of the Chiefs, the rookies Dwayne Brown of the Washington football team, Davis Mills portrait of the Texans, Kene Nwangwu of the Minnesota Vikings, out of 500 Kadarius Toney of the Giants, Penei Sewell of the Lions, Jalen Darden of the Buccaneers, Joseph Osai of the Bengals, the rookie Gridiron Kings Najee Harris of the Steelers, Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals, Elijah Moore of the 49ers. Out of 100, we have Des Fitzpatrick of the Titans, Larry Roundtree of the Chargers, Demetric Felton of the Browns, and Kwity Paye of the Indianapolis Colts. And now on to the featured cards. We have the Retro Series out of 25, and then the Jersey Kings out of 349. Jersey Kings Chris Cooley of the Washington football team to Zach. The Retro Series Dallas Cowboys also going to Zach. And then we have Mr. Trey Lance of the San Francisco 49ers. The only one quarterback in that box, and that is headed to Harry Hood. And with that, we are done with break 1364. We'll be back in 5 minutes with break 1360.